Okay, so we're going to be going over Fifth Sun 8 diagram staff, the first section. So we're going to break this form down. And so the first thing you're going to do is breathe in and exhale, then suck up and back down. Then grab the top of the staff and stomp your left foot and horse stance in the overhead straight. Step back with the right foot, switch grip, and uppercut. And then you're going to look behind you, poke, look forward, poke, and then step forward with the left foot with the right overhead strike. And then you're going to step forward again, and overhead strike. Then from there, you're going to bring your feet together, and then horse stance, overhead strike. Then you're going to do 3 uppercuts. So step back, 1, step back, 2, step back, 3. Then look behind you, poke, poke, and then overhead strike. So that's the first section of Fifth Sun 8 diagram staff. Section number 2 of Fifth Sun 8 diagram staff. You start in that overhead strike, and then you're going to step towards the audience into the right forward stance, the left overhead strike. Then you're going to step forward again with another overhead strike, and then after that, you're going to bring that right knee up, block down. So block, stomp into the 45-degree block. So from the side view, it's right over here. And then after that, shift your weight back in a tiger riding stance. As you do that, you're going to circle, and from there, step forward, poke the face, and then overhead strike. And then from there, you're going to turn around and overhead strike. Then you're going to step again, overhead strike. And the last one, you're going to go into circle entering stance. So step forward and strike. Now, technically, that's the end of section 2, but I'd like to always add one more move up to section 3. So stomp the left foot into the horse stance. Okay? And that is section 2 of Fifth Sun 8 diagram staff. Okay, and going into section 3 of Fifth Sun 8 diagram staff, we just ended in that circle entering stance. Then from here, stomp the left foot, go into horse stance, overhead strike. Then you're going to shift your weight back in tiger riding stance, block at a 45, and then you're going to circle outwards. So from here, it's going away from you. Circle. And if you notice, one thing that you'd like to do is you want to use your left hand to push out a little bit, and right hand goes in. So you create a little bit of that whip effect. So horse stance, block, circle, then step. Strike the face, then left foot goes in. I call this the rowing move. Looks like you're rowing and horse stance. Now this part, you're going to switch grip and spin all the way around into that horse stance strike. But ideally, you want to do that all in one move. So once you just struck here, you're going to switch grip and strike. Now notice my footwork there. I accidentally re-stepped here. In a perfect world, you would just spin and strike in that horse stance. Then from there, you're going to do the opposite side. So block, circle away from you, step, strike, then row, and overhead. Then from there, left foot steps in, left hand goes underneath, and then you're going to start on the left side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 8th one, all the way to your left, right foot shoots out, and strike. And then that's where section 3 ends. All right. Now, moving on to section 4 of Fifth Sun 8 diagram staff. With section 3, we ended in that clap stance. We struck to the right side. Then the next thing we're going to do is switch grip and overhead strike. You're going to step again, overhead strike. Now from here, you're going to stomp your left foot and go in a horse stance and overhead strike. Now, then all you're going to do is step back with the right foot and go into the on guard stance. Left hand's out, so the side view looks like that. And then you just want to make sure that you reach over your left shoulder and pivot on that left shoulder. Then grab, step, horse stance. Then step back the right foot and left uppercut. Then from there, circle, step, strike, and then overhead. And then from there, right knee up, block, and hop at a 45-degree angle. And then from there, pick up the staff, and you're going to be striking and hop into that clap stance. And that is the end of section 4. Okay, going into the last section of fist on 8 diagram staff. So we just did that room. That's some of them call clearing the room move. You're in that clap stance over here, and then what you're going to do is you're going to step into an overhead strike, then step forward, side strike, and then you're going to dip down and strike behind you. Then you're going to unwind, step out with your left foot into that forward stance, and 45-degree block. Then shift away back, circle, and then strike the face, and overhead. And then now we're in that home stretch, so you're going to turn around, and overhead, then step forward, side strike, and then there's the only time in the form that you just shift your weight back in the tiger riding stance, so unwind, and left uppercut, and circle, step, strike, and then you do an overhead strike, then step forward, overhead strike, and then turn around, overhead strike, then right knee up into that on guard stance. And then you have two options to close it. You can reach across your face to grab the staff, stand up, breathe in, and exhale. Or the other option, from here, you can reach behind you. So that way, for some students, it's a little bit easier. Bring it around, place it down, then you'll switch. Feet together, breathe in, and exhale. And that's all 5 sections of fist on 8 diagram staff.
You want me to keep it going?
Yeah.
Okay.
That way we can have a bunch of bloopers too.
Yeah.
We're doing.
I know it's hard because you're all in like this compromising position sometimes. Or when you're facing away, maybe speak louder or something, you know. So maintain that like calm, wise old wombat. That was a really cool move.
Some of them call it the clear the room move. This takes so much out of me.